I call Reno Tirakatini.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker.
Tēnā koe.
I'm pleased to speak on the first reading of the Food Safety Law Reform Bill. And at the outset, sir, I would like to just extend my thoughts, as has been expressed earlier, to the good people of Havelock North. And we know that they will get through this, but definitely our thoughts are with them at this time. And sir, in thinking of the predicament in Havelock North, it's not too dissimilar to the subject matter of the bill that we are debating tonight, sir, because we're talking about contamination, we're talking about water quality, we're talking about food safety. And if we look at Havelock North, certainly the same questions are being asked now as the questions that were asked when the botulism scare arose. How could this happen? This is not acceptable. Where is the leadership? We need to get to the bottom of this. Questions need to be asked and answered. And so, sir, obviously our thoughts are with the people of Havelock North at this time, and I know that they will get over this. And but we're talking about 2,000 people in a community. This is not an insignificant matter. And but look, we do have to draw the analogy between what is happening there with this bill here, sir, which is rectifying a botch-up. We mustn't forget, and listening to the speakers from the other side, sir, it's almost like they start their debate at the end of the inquiry. Oh, we had this inquiry and made these recommendations, and everything's all well and good, and we're passing the law now to do the tidy up, statutory tidy up, and everything's all well and good. But I think, sir, really we need to really backtrack and look at the whole situation that arose around the botulism scare. And we mustn't downplay it because, sir, our whole economy as a country was at risk. We're talking about Fonterra. We're talking about the 4th largest producer of dairy products in the world. 7% of our GDP. 20 billions or multi-billions of turnover. It is a significant company. And, sir, it committed a grave error in its processing plant in Hautapu. That little processing plant, they didn't clean a pipe as they were supposed to, and in that paru pipe, as we would call it, a contaminated pipe, they processed 38 tonnes of whey protein concentrate. And that 38 tonnes of concentrate was sold to customers around the world. Mainly sold to food producers around the world, producers of infant formula and sports drinks and protein drinks and the like. And so that 38 tonnes ended up in 1,000 tonnes of all of these other value-add products that were all over the world, all over the globe. And so the damage that was done through that oversight at that plant, it could have been remedied straight away had that plant said, oh, we have a problem here, we haven't quite followed the rules, let's downgrade this whey concentrate, and we'll have to market it through some other channels as a downgraded product. But no, sir, that product was formulated and sold. And it took roughly a year. This occurred around early 2012, and it wasn't picked up until about 12 months later in early 2013, when some testing, Fonterra was alerted to testing of potential botulism bacteria being present in a sample. And so, sir, we can all say and breathe a sigh of relief and say, oh, well, there wasn't botulism, so everything's fine. There wasn't a scare. But the fact of the matter is, sir, And if you read the report, it's 110 odd pages long. But the fact of the matter, sir, is that that report details multi-levels of failures from Fonterra, from the testing, failures of the testing agencies, and through to MPI as well, sir. So I guess what I'm saying is we do need to look at the seriousness of what this piece of legislation is addressing. Because what happened then? Fonterra had retested again, and then they found out in about July 2013 that, whoa, this is serious. They had to elevate it, and that led to MPI doing a worldwide product recall. Now, that is serious, serious damage to our dairy industry, our brand, and Fonterra. And that worldwide product recall led to importation bans by our major market in China. So, sir, what I'm saying is we shouldn't downplay the seriousness of that botulism scare. And it is timely that we are now debating this food bill, which is correcting or implementing the recommendations that were made in that report. Because, as I've mentioned, sir, there were a host of blunders, failures, errors that occurred right throughout all of the different parties that were involved. And as I was saying, sir, Fonterra has been deeply impacted. I'm really surprised at the members from the other side at saying that, you know, no, there wasn't botulism in there, so no damage was done. Fonterra and our industry are still dealing with the aftermath of the damage to this day. And if we look at the litigation and the damages that are being claimed by Danone, in the billions of dollars, that's a contingent liability that Fonterra is potentially facing for the damage that 38 tonnes of whey protein caused to Danone's business. I mean, that is a huge potential liability still that Fonterra has to face up to. And sure, Fonterra owned up to breaches of the Animal Products Act. They copped a fine for not following their own food risk management procedures. And I am pleased to say that in the aftermath of the report, Fonterra has definitely stepped up their game, as they most certainly had to, in terms of their crisis management and with all of the and dealing with a crisis of on such a grand scale. So it certainly was a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call, but no way was it just, oh, no damage was done. And certainly, there may not have been botulism that was found in the whey protein concentrates here, but there was bacteria found in that whey protein concentrate, and that was picked up. And so, again, this goes back to our brand, our reputation, the impact that it was have. Confidence was shaken, sir. Just like its confidence has been shaken in the community of Havelock North, confidence was shaken through the botulism scare. And I do, acknowledge MPI for putting through these changes which will address, again, those risk management issues. At the time, sir, we were concerned, and I think this is a fair point, that, MPI was this super ministry. You'd throw in forestry, fish, everything else, and food safety into this one super organisation. And to be fair, sir, it didn't respond, very well to this crisis. And but they've learnt their lesson, sir, and we are seeing the passage of this legislation, which will do the legal strengthening of the processes that are required, so we can ensure that we have robust systems we can build and be proud of our brand, and that we can give, most importantly, confidence to our market, customers in the market, who need the confidence that we do have the systems in place and that they won't be buying contaminated products, they won't be getting a worldwide recall, and they will have the confidence to buy, hopefully, many more volumes of our world-class dairy products. Thank you, sir.
Jonathan Young.
Sir, I'm very pleased